Welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to get into a variety of topics, but this first topic, let's give you a Tesla incentive update and really give you who really should be buying a Tesla at the moment, given all of the different financing incentives. Yes, there are a couple different models that are actually a decent deal, but most of it, let's sift through some of the noise and really figure out which one is going to be the best deal for you. So we're going to get into that plus a variety of topics, but before we do that, let's roll that intro really quick. All right, so thanks for watching another stream. Thanks for watching another video. This stream is partnered and sponsored by Aura, where you can protect your online data and much more, but more on that later. So let's jump into it. Let's give you a Tesla incentive update for July 2025. Now that a week has passed and we've probably got some FOMO of missing out for 0% Model 3, 1.99% Model Y, but no worries. Fingers crossed, we should see hopefully some better incentives by probably next month as my best guess, unless Tesla does something crazy, which you never know at this point. And we'll go through the biggest inventory discounts that we found so far by model. And there's something interesting going on with inventory. The inventory chart we'll take a look at as well. But here's the update. The first one, the big one at the moment, which is cool. It's nice to have free paint, red, white, or blue. Of course, the red, you're going to get the best value because that's almost $2,000 on most models. And you must take delivery by July 14th of 2025. So pretty much in a week or so from now, you have to take delivery. And of course, if you're going to be placing an order for a Tesla, don't forget to use a Tesla referral code, just like the one down below in the description. So you can get 3 months of full self-driving added to your Tesla vehicle. And if you're already buying full self-driving, using a referral code does give us credit and supports the channel as well. Special programs, these are big. So the first one, America's Heroes, $1,000 off. I just helped a couple people figure out this one, and it is a very, very, very easy one to get. There is a landing page on Tesla that walks you through it. It's $1,000 off of a brand new Tesla on all of the different models, and all you have to do is verify with ID Me, and the email address has to match your Tesla account. So your ID Me email address has to be the same exact as your Tesla account for you to get that $1,000. Lyft drivers, $2,000 in credits. I've had a lot of people report to me that the $1,000 of that, which is basically just signing up to be a Lyft driver, is very easy to get as well for that first $1,000. The second one, you have to do trips, and so that's on you if you want to do it. Of course, 3 months of full self-driving with referral code and full self-driving transfer. If you've got an older Tesla and you want to transfer full self-driving to your new Tesla, that one is still eligible, and they have not put an end date on that. And so here is the throw up emoji for all the different models, because every of them, Model 3, Model Y, SX, besides Cybertruck, is 5.54% interest financing up to 72 months. Fingers crossed this could get better. We're already seeing some rumblings of other countries, other nations getting like a little bit of a interest rate promotion. Maybe we'll talk about that tomorrow. But Model S and Model X also have one paid free option with full self-driving purchase. That's like kind of a nice to have. Really, I'm not too excited about that one. But the biggest thing is that Model 3, $3,500 off for inventory discounts. That's the highest I found. We'll show you in a second. Model Y, $1,590, and Model S and Model X, $9,500. And of course, the best deal at the moment, if you want to buy this vehicle, is going to be the Cybertruck, because it's 0% interest with full self-driving purchase plus $8,000 off in inventory discounts if you're looking to do it. And we actually just took delivery of our Cybertruck, and it was probably by far a very baffling delivery experience. It almost shocked me. Me and my wife were very shocked on the whole thing. So if you want to check out the video and see what they actually did, you can check it out right there. They're trying to rectify it, but spoiler alert, it's not going well in the rectify situation. So it's not just, everybody can go through a bad experience, and maybe it's not Tesla's fault, maybe it isn't, whoever knows at this point. But at the end of the day, we did get a vehicle. We'll talk about the deal on why we purchased another Tesla Cybertruck and everything. And so the biggest question to you all is, what type of incentive do you want to see? And I think I know the answer to that. It's going to be, you want 0% and 1.99%. But let's jump into the best deals that are out there. But before we do that, don't forget, we do have a free email newsletter where we email at least just once a week. So I'm not spamming you. It's completely free. You can definitely check it out. Link down below in the description or in the live stream chat. And we send you a newsletter of the top deals and top incentives that roll out on the past week. But Model Y, $1,590 off as a demo vehicle. It does have $3,600 off. We got Quicksilver Performance, $3,540 off with 1,236 miles. So not that bad actually, but it is a repair demo. So definitely, I would take a look to see what type of damage has been repaired. Model X, $9,500 off. It's the older one, so I'm out. And also Model S, also the older one, $9,500 off. I'm also not interested as well. But Cybertruck is where it gets the most interesting, like this one right here. A 2024 Tesla Cybertruck that's brand new, has a $8,000 discount, is the lowest all-wheel drive trim, and you can lease it as well. You can lease it for $661 a month. So very interesting to see some of these lease payments on the Tesla Cybertruck, especially when you stack it with a massively nice $8,000 discount like this. And so let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you're thinking. Of course, if you're going to be buying a Tesla, don't forget about your current vehicle and selling it or even trading it. And that's where we partner with GiveMeTheVin.com. They want to get you the maximum value for your current vehicle. They're kind of like one of these buying sites. They are a buying site where you can sell your vehicle all from the comfort of your home. So definitely check it out. Link down below in the description. And the difference with them is that they partner you up with a one-on-one person to actually try and get you maximum value to negotiate with you, and so that you can try and basically use them to beat out any sort of offer. And they're doing a $25,000 cash giveaway right now if you sell the vehicle, so definitely check it out. Link down below in the description. But let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you're thinking in terms of what my prediction is in terms of any sort of added incentive. The one thing we know is I really feel like Tesla's not going to do anything for the next couple of weeks, or at least the next week, because this red, white, and blue free option color paint thing is going to be ending on 7/14. So maybe on 7/15 we see some sort of incentive, but I really feel like it's going to be another week after that. And the reason why is because the Tesla earnings call is a week after that. And then that's when I feel like right after the earnings call is done, the day after, we should probably see some better incentives on Tesla vehicles, maybe by the end of the month, but certainly I would say by August, because Tesla's probably feeling the heat right now with the non-movement of inventory here. You can see inventory isn't necessarily crashing. It's kind of staying at levels, high levels. But if you look at like Cybertruck, something's going weird with Cybertruck. They took a lot of vehicles off. You can see that little dip right there. And same thing with Model X. So I bet they're cooking something with the Tesla Cybertruck, or maybe they put a lot of them in Tesla service, as we saw one of those photos of a Cybertruck being captured to be put into Tesla service fleet and everything. And if you want to upgrade your wheels on your Tesla, if you just bought a new Model Y, Cybertruck, or whichever, Unplugged Performance does have a wheel trade-in program that's nationwide where you can get $1,000. And I was talking to them, they don't actually care about the tire condition at all. They just care about the wheel, the rim of the vehicle, make sure that's in perfect condition. You get a $1,000 credit with, of course, purchase with a upgraded Unplugged Performance wheel. So definitely check it out. Link down below in the description as well. But let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you're thinking. We're going to jump into the live stream comments. If you're planning on financing your Tesla, then there's one thing you need to do before you even apply: protect your credit. Seriously, because here's the wildest part. Bank of America just had a data breach recently, and they didn't even tell customers for a month. That means your social, your phone number, and your email could have already been out there, and you'd have no clue. Most companies wait on average of 277 days to report a breach. That's 9 months where your identity is exposed and you're the last to know. That's why I use Aura, today's sponsor. Aura constantly scans the dark web and lets me know if anything tied to me shows up: my social, bank info, or any of my personal information. And that's not just for breaches. There's so many different tools I use with Aura. Want to reduce those pesky spam calls? Aura's got it. Want to remove your data like your addresses, phone numbers from those sketchy broker sites? Aura has that too. They will also include $5 million in identity theft insurance, and everything's packed into one clean app. You can try it free for 14 days at aura.com/DennisCW. I'll put that in the description as well. Don't wait until someone else tells you your data is at risk. That's like turning on Sentry mode after your car got keyed. Protect your credit before you apply. I'm doing it, and you should too. Thanks for that, everyone. And I forgot to mention that the America's Hero $1,000 off is military, retired military, teachers, students, and first responders as well. It is very, I want to stress it's very, very easy to get that incentive. And so I would take a look at it, maybe read through some forum posts to see if you can actually get it or not. And other quick channel announcement, we will also be at X Takeover. So if you're interested, if you're going to be in the Bay Area, during this time, you can definitely check it out if you want to join in. It's what it is. It's like one of the biggest Tesla meetups shows on the West Coast, and there's going to be a lot of people talking at it. Elon has talked at this one in the past, plus of course a lot of different vehicles. Our Cybertruck will be there, plus a lot more. And I forgot to talk about this one as well, but Unplugged Performance is having a open house the month afterwards. So if you want to join in here, I'll put the link right there so you can RSVP to this one on August 2nd. It's going to be an interesting one at their location, and they're going to open it up to everybody. If you want to join in, you can see there's plenty of people that are already signed up and everything. So definitely check it out. Link right there. And we will also be there on top of that. Let's see who dropped by. Blueberry, thanks for coming in. IT Daddy, great to see you. Karan Nag, let's see. Mike Z, thanks for coming in. Bailey, great to see you. JJ, thanks for coming in. Joshua, Rick, John G, Joshua, Alberto, Jin, thanks for coming in. RC, and Richard, thank you all for dropping by. Thanks for hitting the like button, the comments, and everything. Let's see here. Evening Dennis, seen so many Teslas and Rivian EVs crop like bunnies, both new and used, due to ending EV credit in the Florida area, Miami, Florida area. Yes, it seems like it's an interesting time for pricing because as manufacturers move to try and push inventory for the 7,500, I'm really curious to see what will happen on the used side. Like, will used electric vehicles go up in price or down in price? You know, some people think that used will go up, but we'll actually see. Karan bought a 2015 85D 132,000 with 5,700, hoping Tesla will bring supercharging transfers to a new car. Yeah, I mean, Karan, that's a good move there. I bet they potentially do something like that in the near future. That could be an interesting line because they've done that in the past. And I think the last time they had free supercharging and the free full self-driving transfer was like a year ago or 2 years ago. I can look it up and see. Bailey, my friend is purchasing a Tesla while the color options are being free. However, I can't find any mention of a mandatory delivery date by 14th. Just the free color options expires on the 14th. Ooh, that's a good one. Maybe they changed it. I mean, because I swear I remember maybe they changed it here. But let's see. Free red, white. Oh, actually, it did say something else here. But now I'm curious. Let's look at the fine print to make sure we're not completely wrong because let's see, free white color paint on here. I guess there's really no sort of indication on the exact offer here. I guess we'll look at that a little bit later for the exact details. JJ, your CT is used car, man. Tesla sucks. Yeah, it's an interesting one. I mean, I get it. It was sitting in inventory since, I mean, they produced it September of 2024. So it's almost a year old at this point. Realistically, probably like 10 months to 8 months that was just sitting on a lot. And there's other issues too that hopefully we can get it fixed from Tesla service. Saw the new Cybertruck vid, Joshua. Yes, thank you for that. They shouldn't do that. Yeah, it's an interesting one, especially for if you're going to be paying that much for a vehicle. I mean, hey, I'm understanding, but there's probably a lot of people that are buying that vehicle that aren't as understanding, and it could have gone south for a lot of other people. And so I certainly get why people get upset with the buying Tesla experience and everything. Rick, but you know, my joke with that is like, you know, Tesla isn't a car company anymore, so maybe they're focused on other things. Rick, did you see the post about the 50 horsepower boost for Tesla ownership birthday? It was good for about 30 days, but still, yes, Rick, I did see that. I don't know if it was completely true, but it was very interesting to see that. I guess nice to have to get an acceleration boost for free, get people addicted, but more than likely, once people get that, they'll think like, oh, that's cool, fun party trick, and then they probably will never want to buy it. I think full self-driving is way more impactful. John, 0%. Yes, 100%. 0% would be super impactful for all sales across the board. Joshua, well, lower monthly payments for the 60 to 72 months time frame. Yeah, that's what Tesla, I mean, at this point, they are trying to, actually, let's talk about it. In this next topic, don't YOLO buy a brand new Tesla. Tesla just released some marketing right now about the 7,500. It took them a couple of days to really push that the tax credit is ending on September 30th. It's 7,500. And they said here, it's now your time. If there was ever time to YOLO your car purchase, it's now. The 7,500 tax credit is ending. Take advantage. You must take delivery, not just order, by September 30th. The sooner you order, the sooner you can pick up. And of course, Tesla has made it big, bold on their website that the 7,500 federal tax credit is ending. But please do not YOLO purchase any Tesla vehicle. All of them have high interest rates at 5.54%, except of course the Tesla Cybertruck, when we were recently just at 1.99 and 0% for the Model 3 and the Model Y. So really take a look at what's been happening. Now, it does seem pretty scary that the 7,500 is ending, but we still have at least 90 or almost 90 days left. And so really, I wouldn't be worried if I was looking to buy a Model Y or Model 3 right now. I probably wouldn't be worried until the midway mark if Tesla has not released any sort of incentives. And this is the smart move by Tesla right now. Not as many people that you're watching right now are probably informed about the layout of the interest rates and everything. And so they're probably just trying to capitalize on that fear of the 7,500 disappearing to see what type of orders, deliveries, and everything that they can capture in these next few weeks with the 7,500 ending. And so really, maybe the only people that should be buying right now are potentially people that are leasing and also potentially people that are paying cash or heavy down payments. Like if you're not financing a majority of it at a low interest rate, it doesn't really matter anyway. And so it could be worth it to just try and lock it in and not necessarily worry about it as we get to like the 45-day out and 30-day out from September 30th. But my PSA here, my soapbox talk is please don't ever YOLO purchase a vehicle, especially when it's at 5.54%. That is a crazy, I mean, it's not crazy, but it is a high interest rate. And so I would, push you to do some of the interest rate calculations yourself to see like, okay, if I'm paying 5.54% interest on a $45,000 vehicle, how much in total interest am I actually paying? And you'll start to find out it is a pretty penny at the end of the day. Tesla is trying to hype this up a lot by sending emails out there. You can see 7,500 orders soon for the tax credit on all the vehicles, and you must take delivery by September 30th to be eligible. But let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you're thinking. We're going to jump into the live stream comments. Now that you've bought your Tesla or you're about to buy your Tesla, did you know that it comes with 0 accessories? Seriously, not even a phone mount. But don't worry, we've got you covered. In my opinion, there's a few must-haves that every Tesla owner should get, like a phone mount so your phone doesn't fly off during acceleration, a center console organizer because without it, you're going to lose a bunch of stuff, and my newest favorite, an invisible underscreen station mount from Jowa, a great place to store sunglasses. And all of these accessories plus more you can get from our partner Jowa. And you know these accessories are good because I actually use all of their stuff. And if you use our promo code down below in the description, you can save some money and support the channel as well. But Jowa doesn't stop at just the basics. They've got a wireless game controller that fits perfectly in the glove box, a portable air compressor for peace of mind on those long road trips, and even an electric scooter, because why walk from the superchargers or level 2 chargers? So not only will you save some money by using our promo code down below in the description, you can also get free shipping on orders over $120. So definitely check it out, link down below in the description. Thank you to Jowa for partnering with us on this channel, and let's get on to the next topic. Thanks for that, everyone. If you're just joining in, welcome. We did a recap of all of the different incentives that are currently available on the Tesla market. Spoiler alert, some are good, most of them are bad. The only one that I would say for you to try and purchase is going to be the Cybertruck with full self-driving at 0%, unless you're a cash buyer. If you're a cash buyer, you can quickly take a look at this and see which one is the best deal for you. Alberto, planning to get the Model Y, just waiting for the interest rate to get lower. Yeah, 100%. Alberto, me too, but can I get deducted? But can I get deducted end of year from now on the tax return? I mean, if it's 0%, you don't really need to deduct anything. It's 0%. Even if it's 1.99%, I guess I could run the math and figure it out. But if at 5%, it was like a cash in pocket savings of like $1,600 at 5% on like a 50K vehicle. I would imagine at 1.99, your cash in pocket savings is going to be like maybe a couple $100 to tops $500, which But to do that, you have to pay interest, which I don't know if that makes any sort of sense looking to do that. IT Daddy, would you rather lease a Cybertruck or Model X? Love the X and both are heavily discounted. I can lease a 26 Model X for $11K and 36 months with a $15K miles. I would 100% pick Cybertruck at this point. The old Model X is old. The new Model X is not worth the payment. Cybertruck is, you're going to get the most value for the vehicle. Yes, it's polarizing, but it has the most technology with steer-by-wire, air suspension, the comfortability, the heightness of it. It's the most useful vehicle. And if you already have a Model Y like you do, a Model X is, yes, it's going to be bigger, but it's like you basically have two of the same or similar type of vehicle. Cybertruck has at least utility with that. Richard, please, I'm patiently waiting for the 4K full self-driving deal. Richard, actually good timing with that. We got a couple of them in the works and I hopefully should be ready within like maybe 2 weeks. So maybe follow up with me via Instagram DM in 2 weeks. Juan, I might wait for the lower APR to trade in a Model 3 for a Y. Yeah, Juan, that could be a good one as long as you're not losing too much money on the Model 3. Pimpin' Bacon, how is Tesla handling the wide credit crunch with new and existing customers to try and get units out the door? Wide credit crunch, like credit scores? Christian, should I wait till the last week to lease a Tesla or just wait till the end of July? I mean, leasing deals, they're okay right now, Christian. They've been better in the past. I would probably wait it out. I would say like if I was buying a Model 3 or a Model Y, S or X at this point, I would keep waiting. Even like Cybertruck, I would probably keep waiting as well. Like, especially like we were just talking to someone in our super secret Discord down below in the description because there is $8,000 off, but like this is not available everywhere. And so if it's not available in your area, just keep waiting. I would not stress about it to try and like search to find one ASAP. Keep waiting because I feel like Tesla is doing something interesting with these numbers here with the inventory and everything dropping like that. In this next topic, Rivian has released a brand new R1 quad. This is the exclusive Rivian that can do one crazy feature that none of the other ones. And of course, spoiler alert, it is the most expensive Rivian out of the lineup as well. 2026 Quad Motor Launch Edition, R1S and R1T, starting price $126,000 for the R1S and $120,000 for the R1T. Now, this one does have 1,000 horsepower, range 325 to 374, 0 to 60 in 2.5 seconds. I'm not sure I need an SUV that goes 2.5 seconds, but here we are. And of course, this is the biggest feature out of all of this. This is the only Rivian that I believe has the kick turn, which is the one that basically can do like a 360 turn or whichever whenever you need it, like this one right here. So really cool. I mean, that's funny because that was a feature that was initially hyped up when the Rivians first launched, and then they took it away and they held it in the back for, of course, this is the only one that should be able to get it. We've got Laguna Blue badging and all these other things. Let us know if you're interested in buying a Rivian vehicle. There is also a Rivian referral code down below in the description. And of course, the prices in Canada, look at that, 190 Canadian or 201,000 Canadian. But of course, this is one of the most extreme Rivian vehicles that are out there. And it's going to be a $50,000 price increase if you take a look at this post from Colton over a dual standard to a R1S quad. And so very interesting to see like the top of the top of the top. And yeah, I don't know who's going to be buying this vehicle. And these type of vehicles might just be sitting because of the price range. But of course, if the vehicle exists, there's going to be people that buy it. And so very interesting to see what could be out there with the sales of this one. I know you're hunting for a deal on a Tesla, but what if I told you you could get one free now this month? Say hello to Mini Revs, the ultimate Tesla miniature company. These aren't just toys, they're crazy cool, insanely accurate replicas that bring Tesla cutting edge design right to your desk. Check out this epic black Cybertruck that even has a little ATV. And right now, Mini Revs is running an amazing giveaway. Use promo code Dennis when ordering your Mini Rev and get 10% off, and 2 random orders this month will get a free Cybertruck with their order. So check out Mini Revs down below in the description and don't miss your chance to win a free Tesla Cybertruck. Big thanks to Mini Revs for partnering with us, and let's get back on to the next topic. Thanks for that, everyone. And I forgot to mention this. It's funny to see, like, on one end, we've got like a massively expensive truck. I mean, I shouldn't say that because of course Cyber Beast is $100,000 to $120,000. And then we've got the Slate truck, which they had to back from their marketing just because of the tax credit, the $7,500 is expiring. And most likely this truck will not be able to be released by the time in the next 90 days. And so Slate truck was just kidding about it being under $20,000 because the $7,500 federal tax credit is going away. And so interesting things are about to happen in the next 6 months as like manufacturers, OEMs and brands start to pull back on incentives and vehicles that they want to release that maybe they can't anymore because of what is going on. But let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you're thinking. If you're just joining in, welcome. We've got massive amounts of incentives that are out there. I wish Tesla was more prominent on posting this on the website. They started to, but then it was just a blog post, which quickly expired because, of course, as the month changes over, all the old ones expire. So as of July, 8th or 9th at this point, here are all of the different incentives. There's a couple of hidden ones like these, the America's Heroes 1000s, Lyft Driver 2000, 3 months full self-driving with referral link down below in the description, full self-driving transfer. And of course, interest rates for all the different models except Cybertruck is 5.54%. Cybertruck has 0%. With full self-driving purchase, which I feel like if you're buying a Cybertruck, you should get the full self-driving because it doesn't even have autopilot, unfortunately. Richard, speaking of boost, are we going to get the acceleration boost and the mileage increase happen like it did in China for the Juniper Model Y? I think you can get it on the Juniper Y. You can get an acceleration boost. I don't think you can get the mileage range increase one. I saw the Model Y all-wheel drive, you can get the acceleration boost. Model 3, for some reason, I don't believe you can, but Model Y, you can. Crypto, thanks for coming in. Richard, Dennis is right, but still, 5.54 is the lower end without the 0% or 1.99. I just recently bought a Merc last year at that, and that was with stellar credit. Yeah, I guess if you take a look at the industry, I think interest rates on average for a new car vehicle is like 6 to 7%. So it's still better, but now that we've been tasted, now that we've tasted 0 to 1.99%, I would say keep holding out unless like you're someone that you absolutely need a vehicle tomorrow because your current vehicle is kaput and you're facing like a $5,000 repair bill, then that's a different story because time equals money, being on the road equals money. And if you're going to be renting a vehicle, you're going to be spending $500 to $1,000 a month anyways. And so there's a catch-22 there at the end of the day. Alberto, no, thank you for the voice. No, thank you for coming by. Alberto, RC, since Tesla's next earning call is Wednesday, I believe you're correct there. There should be significant incentives the following day. Exactly, RC, because guess what Tesla likes doing incentives releases? That's going to be on Thursdays. And so fingers crossed we get something like that. Juan, did you get invited to the Cybercab event in Austin? I unfortunately did not, Juan. Maybe one day we'll make our way out there. Mountain, looks like Fremont plant is not producing right now. Any idea when it's coming back up? I mean, inventory is pretty high for all the different models. Maybe they're going to be waiting until actual incentives start to release. And maybe there's a plan because they kind of know, like, if there's no incentives, people are not going to be buying vehicles and Tesla vehicles in massive waves. And so we could easily see that. Blueberry, is the Gen 1 getting the update? Yeah, I think it's already on Gen 2 for Rivian, but we'll see. Kick turn is literally useless, Joshua. I'm kind of in the same boat. I mean, because like the Mercedes one, you can do it on asphalt. Can the Rivian one, can you also do it on asphalt? I guess it might not make sense because then you'll burn through tires. Blueberry, thanks for coming in and great to see you. See you tomorrow, Blueberry. Dan, ordered my Model Y on 6/17. I have a VIN. Delivery date is now between now and 7/28. Hoping my trade-in is still good and the 1.9, and if not, I'll try to get a better deal. Thoughts? I mean, now in 28, Dan, the Tesla is going to be honoring your 1.99, I believe. And our speculation right now is that the Thursday after the earnings call is maybe a good time in which they might release better incentives, but I think at least better incentives what it is currently. I think best case, Tesla just goes back to what the incentives were in June because there's really no need for them to get more aggressive because of the $7,500 federal tax credit ending will already do enough for them, I believe, that's my prediction. In this next topic, it makes 0 sense for Tesla to release a new affordable model in Q3. Here's a quote that was from Christopher Dungeon, and I actually agree with this. It makes 0 sense for Tesla to introduce a new and more affordable model in Q3. Why? Because Q3 sales will be fire without them now that the $7,500 federal tax credit is expiring on September 30th. Quote, the affordable models will be unveiled and start immediately in Q4. It's the logical approach and makes sense because once Q4 happens, they'll need to create value in some of the vehicles, whether it's the cheaper vehicles to the older vehicles. And so we could easily see no updates, no releases. Maybe we might not even see a Model Y Performance as well, or even the 6-seater or 7-seater Model Y, whichever the case may be, because of what happens here as well. But let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you're thinking. I mean, the one thing is for sure, I want to say there's a subset of people out there that are waiting for this affordable model. And so once it gets released and they start to realize, oh, actually the Model Y, it just makes more sense at pricing or whatever the case may be, that could also get people off of the sidelines after they see the affordable model or vice versa. But either way, if they release a affordable model in whether it's this month, next month, there still is going to be a rollout or ramp of production in terms of actually equaling to sales. So it's potentially possible that maybe the affordable model won't get released until next year as well. Maybe it'll get announced this year because it could cause an Osborne effect where Tesla needs sales by this year, Q3 and Q4. And so that could push the affordable model till next year as well. But let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you're thinking. We're going to jump into the live stream comments. Falcor, do you think APR incentives for the Model Y would be before or after the July 2030 earnings call? Falcor, great question. It really could be at any time. I'm putting a end date of July 23rd in terms of when I think they'll actually do it, like July 24th. But at the end of, I've also been wrong before, and I would love to be wrong in this aspect. I mean, Thursday is usually when they'd like to change things up. This Thursday is 2 days from now, and so we could easily see something. JJ, do you think we'll go back to 0% by 9:30, or is 1.99 the best? JJ, for the Model Y specifically, which I feel like a lot of you out there watching right now are more interested in the Model Y, I think Model Y will only go to 1.99 as a lowest because it just doesn't make sense why they would need to go to 0% when there's already essentially a lot of pent up demand right now for all-wheel drive and rear-wheel drive Model Y. Everybody, I feel like, is waiting for of course, the 7,500 to end and a better interest rate. I mean, worst case scenario, maybe they don't even go to 1.99. Maybe they just go to like 3.99 because they don't need to go to 1.99. There could easily be a case here where, if I were to put on my corporate Tesla hat, which, this is just pure speculation, but Tesla, what if they just go to like 3.99 and then they wait it out for a month, see what actually happens, clear some inventory. And then maybe in the last like 45 days, they say, hey, you know what? Now it's 2.99 and then 1.99 because they know people are waiting to try and get a good deal stacked on with the 7,500. They might not need to give away the whole house essentially with all their cards. Joshua, off-roading EV makes no sense only because a lot of off-roading is in remote places where there are obviously no chargers. Yeah, I certainly agree with that. There is a lot of different chargers in the California areas. And so that's where a lot of, California people off-road, and it's actually not bad. Like I did a King of Hammer last year when I first got the Cybertruck. And yes, the closest charger was about 45 minutes away from the site of where King of Hammers was. So we went there first, charged up to as much as we could, then went into the park and spent the whole day driving around and doing all these other things. And of course, the event King of Hammer is really cool. It's like a remote Coachella for off-roading people, RV people, and everything. And they actually had chargers there that people just set up with their like battery packs and everything. So it was a really cool event. Mountain, my Tesla service guy said the Cybertruck is going to be restyled within a year because of poor sales. No more triangle shape. That's a good one. I could easily see that because a lot of people are maybe sitting on the sidelines because of the Cybertruck's look, because it's a great vehicle. It drives great, good technology and everything, but the shape of it or the look of it could be potentially holding people back. So I could easily see something like that. In this next topic, Cybertruck Foundation series is completely sold out. Or is it? There's a post here from Cybertruck guy who posted this. He was able to take a look at inventory and stated that Cybertruck Foundation Series, of course, the more special edition, the 2024 edition, the one that we just picked up as well with a fantastic discount, is sold out. Quote, Foundation Series Cybertruck is now completely sold out on the US. 0 inventory units on Foundation Series are available on the Tesla website in any major city. I just checked. Congrats to everyone who just purchased. And actually, this is one of the better deals at the moment if you're looking to buy a Tesla Cybertruck, as long as you can get the business 7,500 on top of that. But if you take a look at inventory charts from our favorite inventory tracking website, we can see that yes, Cybertruck is doing some very interesting things right now, or at least Tesla is doing some interesting things with the inventory, and it has dropped dramatically. We don't know if this could be they're taking Cybertrucks and putting into service for the service fleet, or are they just taking it offline just to reprice them or redo something, because we've easily seen something like that before in the past as well. And so if you're looking to be buying a Tesla Cybertruck right now, I would just hold tight for a little bit to see if and when these vehicles come back, and maybe there's going to be an even better deal. Because now that we think about it, 0% with full self-driving, which is the current deal for the Tesla Cybertruck, has been around for, I want to say, almost a month now, and sales have not necessarily crashed or sold a lot. Like inventory has not crashed at like any crazy pace. And so maybe we could see a better incentive for the Tesla Cybertruck, maybe even fingers crossed 0% with no full self-driving, which I know a lot of you out there are interested as well. But, certainly I would disagree in that you should definitely buy a full Cybertruck with full self-driving, but I also understand why, maybe you don't understand the technology, or you don't want full self-driving, you want to drive your own truck wherever it is. But let us know what your thoughts are. Let us know what you're thinking. But one thing's for sure, if you're buying a new Tesla, it does not come with this. And that's a set of all-weather floor mats. My favorite set so far right now is a set by 3W Liners. And I've tried all the different floor mats that are out there. 3D Mats USA, Tasmanian, and a bunch of Amazon ones. And by far, these are going to be my favorite set. I've got them in our Model X, Model 3, Model Y, and also Cybertruck as well. And if you use our promo code down below in the description, not only will you save 25% off and get a set under $100, you'll support the channel as well. So definitely check out our partner 3W Liner floor mats down below in the description, and let's get on to the next topic. Thanks for that, everyone. And of course, 3W Liners just gave us an exclusive promo code. It's Dennis35 for 35% off, which is their highest offer yet. And I would definitely recommend the Pro version of the Model Y floor mats. They also have other Tesla model floor mats as well, but Dennis35 for 35% off of, which is their highest offer yet. If you're just joining in, welcome. We're talking about Tesla incentives that are currently out there for July of 2025. You can now see them on the screen if you are interested in buying a Tesla. Antonio, thanks for coming in. Krishna, thanks for coming in. Tesla 54, thanks for coming in as well. Hope to get your Model 3 Performance soon. Yeah, and it's going to be interesting with Model 3 Performance. Maybe there's a delay because of a small refresh. Mike, I think I'm actually going to take on that Lyft driving deal incentive and just get some extra cash. Yeah, why not, right? It's a win-win for Tesla and Lyft drivers. Mountain, the condition in which your Foundation Series was delivered was criminal. Yeah, it was an interesting one for sure. If you're curious on what Mountain is talking about, we picked up a Tesla Cybertruck, and the experience was an interesting one, to say the least. Definitely check out the video right there if you want to take a look. Maybe hit the like button and drop a comment on it to support the interesting channel or the interesting video with that. And I guess while we have this on the screen, we will also be at the Unplugged Performance open house. So if you want to RSVP, it's right here. It's a free event, and you can come hang out and check out their operations, parts, and everything with the event. Envy, can we get $7,500 then for next year? Credit on interest. Wonder how much money we can save. No, we've done the math, and the interest savings on financing a vehicle that's US built does not outweigh the $7,500. It's about like 15% of the valuation or benefit And of course, you can do the math yourself. Joshua, I'm scared to get a demo car because they are abused. Demo cars actually are okay. Like I've purchased demo cars in the past, like Model Ys and also the Model S. It was actually fine. But the Cybertruck that we got was brand new foundation. It had 30 miles on it, and it was pretty bad on the experience. And you can, of course, check out the whole video on the condition of how it was delivered to us. Spoiler alert, they are trying to rectify this situation. Spoiler alert again, it's not going well. And I'm going to make another video because it's kind of funny how they're handling the situation, but that's another story. Rick, do you have a sunshade for your Y? If so, how much time consuming is it to put it in and take it out? Rick, yes, we do have a sunshade. It's actually by Jowa, link down below in the description. We just leave it up, and the reason why is because UV protection. We put our dogs in the backseat, and so it just protects. It's 100% better than tint because you block out all the rays with a sunshade. And I just leave it up there. You get used to the look. Like seeing that glass and everything is, cool. But, protecting your, I guess, skin from UV rays is, I guess, a lot cooler as well. In this next topic, Tesla has been ordered to refund one customer for their full self-driving purchase. Seems like this customer made a stink about it. I guess maybe sued Tesla or went through an arbitrator or whichever. And Tesla has been ordered to refund $10,600 plus arbitration costs to a Model Y owner in Washington state after failing to deliver on its promise for full self-driving features. Very interesting to see, because one thing is for sure, like full self-driving actually used to be a lot more expensive than it is right now at $8,000. And I could certainly understand what this customer was going through, because I also was, in the past have paid for like full self-driving $6,000, $8,000 in like 2019, and was, pretty upset that, what it's baked out to be, it was not what it is today. And it's just one of those things with technology upgrades and everything. It has gone massively better, but we're all beta testers with that. Now, I guess if you're buying full self-driving, it probably isn't 100% perfect, but it is still much better than what it is before in the past. And you're supposed to supervise it at the end of the day. Jerry Rig got a hold of this or found out and actually quoted just saying, I just officially asked Tesla for my full refund on my Model 3 vehicles with hardware 3. I'll keep you updated. And so this could be an interesting wormhole or an interesting case here with maybe Tesla might have to maybe open this up for people to ask for their money back. And that's probably why they're asking a lot of people to try and do or not asking a lot of people, or that's why they have a promotion right now for full self-driving onto new vehicles. But let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you're thinking. We're going to jump into the live stream comments. MP, how has public reaction been recently to your Cybertruck or Tesla, if any? Pretty much zero, but I guess maybe we're not in the parts of California where there is a reaction like that. Totally happy with full self-driving today. Yeah, Joshua, I'm in the same boat. Like nowadays, full self-driving, I cannot imagine not having it and not having an auto vehicle and driving without it, because it's very useful. And you just one of those things, you have to learn about it. You have to understand it and be comfortable and understand how the computer thinks when it drives and everything. And to do that, you of course have to own a vehicle with full self-driving. In this next topic, the $7,500 federal tax credit. Let's talk about it and explain, just in case you're confused, how it actually works. Spoiler alert, it's very, very, very easy to get. But Tesla also, in case you're confused, did add a new page on their website, and which explains which vehicles qualify, how it works, and how you can qualify as well as an individual. Because yes, not everybody can get the $7,500 on a purchase, but actually everybody can get it on a lease. Tesla also added their homepage and added a massive $7,500 federal tax credit is ending. The biggest stipulation here is that you must take delivery by September 30th of this year, 2025, 90 days out on one of the vehicles that are eligible to actually qualify. And so here is the page that goes through everything. If you're looking to find it, it's under vehicles, then go to federal tax credit right here. And it gives you all of the different details. The biggest thing is that Model 3 all qualifies. Model Y also qualifies. Very interesting to see here that there's Model Y Performance on this side. And of course, Cybertruck all qualifies if the MSRP is under $80,000 as a purchase. The biggest loophole is that leasing the $7,500 qualifies on any of the Tesla vehicles, Model 3, Model Y, or even Cybertruck. And it also qualifies for any of the vehicles if you're leasing, regardless of income as well. If you're curious on the income limits, it's $150,000 as a single earner and $300,000 as a married filed jointly. And the big loophole to that is that it's based on adjusted gross income. So let's say there's a couple different things that you can use to reduce your adjusted gross income. One of them is like 401k deduction. So if you're making $170,000 as a single earner and you contribute like $21,000 to your 401k, that reduces your adjusted gross income so that you can then qualify for the $7,500. But again, if you lease the vehicle, all these vehicles, then you can get the $7,500 regardless of your income limits as well. The other one is going to be the used electric vehicle tax credit of $4,000. This one you do have to purchase from a dealer or even use websites like Key Savvy. That's $25,000 or less on the vehicle, and the income limit is way lower. It's $75K for a single earner and $150,000 as a married couple. So hopefully that clears it up. It's very easy after that. Tesla just gives you a form to fill out, and you just basically get $7,500 at the point of sale minus off the price of your vehicle, or if it's a lease, they add it as a down payment off the price of the vehicle as well. And so it's super easy to get, but the key thing here is that you must take delivery by September 30th. So I would try and figure out, if you're looking to be trying to figure out which model you want and also which deal you want, and then kind of just wait to see what type of incentive gets rolled out in the near future. But let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you're thinking. So congrats on buying your Tesla, or you're about to just buy your Tesla. But now here's the second most exciting part. That's accessories. And there's a ton of accessories out there, probably even way too much. And I try and bucket it into the top 3 accessories that you can get. And that's going to be phone mounts, all-weather floor mounts, and center consoles. A good set of all-weather floor mounts is probably my #1 recommendation. And I've got a bunch of links and discount codes to all the accessories that I recommend down below in the description and on our best deal spreadsheet on page 2. Check out this one from Jawa that we use on all of our Teslas, linked down below, or their center console, which I also use on all of our Teslas as well. A must-have because Tesla doesn't come with a center console. But my #1 accessory I recommend is going to be all-weather floor mats, and I bucket it from 3 different options: good, better, and best. The good ones are going to be the ones that you find on Amazon. Better is going to be the ones from like Tasmanian. But my favorite, all-time favorite that we have on our Model X and Model 3 Performance currently is going to be a set of all-weather floor mats by 3W Liners. If you use our promo code down below in the description, you'll find that the price of these floor mats are pretty in line with some of the other ones at a much higher quality material. So thank you to everybody that's used our links to support the channel, and let's get on to the next topic. Thanks to everyone. Mike, is most of your charging from home? Isn't it very slow but very cheap? I put in an easy 30 miles a day. I mean, 30 miles a day, you should be fine with a home charger, because 1 hour of charging should give you 30 miles if you've got it hardwired with a Tesla wall connector or something like that. And if anybody out there is looking for a Tesla wall connector, we can get you one for $385 shipped. Send me a DM on Instagram so that we can get you hooked up. Steven, I'm looking for a new car as I have not been in a car crash, or I have been in a car crash a week ago and cannot decide for the life of me if I should finance or lease. I guess that depends on whether you qualify for the tax credit or not, and I guess your ownership history on your previous vehicles. I have a charger at home, and I would not be considering another EV if I didn't have it. Yeah, and that's actually my one of my arching statements is that if you do not have access to a level 2 charger, whether it's at your home or work, please do not buy an electric vehicle. Having to rely on public superchargers or fast chargers will kill your time, which will outweigh any of the other costs or savings that you could have with buying an electric vehicle. It is not worth it. So I would figure out your charging setup first, and then your electric vehicle purchase after that. But thanks for jumping in, everybody. Thanks for supporting. Thanks for the like button and the comments and everything. And I'll see you.